Good morning. I'm in bed. I'm in bed with an animal. It's the 6th of September, and it's Sunday morning. It's Cozy and Roof Begonia. What did you just say? I think I've told you guys before, but there's new people, so hey. I'm a Nichiren Daishonin Buddhist, and I practice Buddhism with the SGI, the Soka Gakkai International, an international organization of Buddhists. And the first Sunday of every month, we get together in what's called districts. So it's like your little local area, and chant for world peace. That's Kozen Rufu. But I'm not there because I'm in bed, and I'm not gonna say I'm in pain. I'm in itch. I think is the best way I can put it. I don't know what's kicked this latest round of itchy joints off. Couldn't have any. I don't think I had any gluten yesterday at all, which is one of the things. Like itchy joints is linked to like a gluten intolerance. But I didn't have any gluten yesterday. No, I didn't. No, not at all. I can't hold this with my left. So anyway, the whole left side of my body, when you hit your funny bone, and you get that sort of itchy jelly feeling. I've got that in this wrist as well. My KT tape, Kinesiology tape's pretty good. That all the joints in the left side of my body feel like a funny bone that's been banged 1,000 times, and it's like, think of the deepest itch you've ever had in an unreachable place, like the middle of your back, or when performing open heart surgery and your nose is itchy, that type of situation. You really cannot scratch. That's what it feels like in my joints. I want to take some codeine so I can sleep through it, because I don't know how to otherwise to get rid. Anyway, so I thought this is probably the best time to. Is that too much? Too little? Too little? Too much? Do you know what? There we go. I thought this is a good time to talk about the ESA assessment that I was so worried about in my video, benefits, schmenefits. It's a funny old thing. I know that I'm there really for ESA, Employment Support Allowance, for my mental health, but also I've got a lot of physical stuff going on that is under investigation. I'm seeing a rheumatologist at the moment. I don't really know what's going on. As the thing that drives some of my anxiety is I've always had symptoms of something, or I've always had something going on, but it's never been bad enough to cause concern. Yeah. Anyway, so I've had scans, I've had blood tests and stuff, and nothing concrete has come up in terms of like an autoimmune disease or anything like that, but I'm still under investigation. I'm going back to see the rheumatologists. I was about to say soon, not soon. November. I missed an appointment because I was where was I? It bothers me that I don't have like a surefire diagnosis. It's just exhaustion, nausea, migraines, joint pain, inflammation, swelling. But anyway, I had the ESA appointment, the ESA thingy with Atos, and I mentioned all my physical stuff anyhow. And it was funny, the guy that I had it with, he was actually quite nice. He knew my doctor that I'd have to see to get the cysts at the back of my knees drained. So sexy. Dr. Steinberg's is a physiotherapist for West Ham football, not West Ham United. So that's how we bonded over that. No, we did not bond over that. It wasn't scary. He wasn't scary. He asked me a couple of questions about mental health and physical stuff and where all that was at the moment, and if I felt ready to go back to work and all that sort of stuff. I love making faces. My face is really malleable. I feel like I can do a lot with it. So he got to the physical bit, and we were standing up, and I have to hold it with my left. He was like, "Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do all this other stuff?" And it looked like we were voguing slowly at each other. It was quite funny. And then he got me on the bed. He wanted to check the flexibility of my legs, and he pushed my knee up into my chest. All these things that I could perfectly do fine before, but now because of the pain and swelling, it's difficult. And I could feel the cyst in my knee get real angry at being squished. Oh, after the voguing, he got this knocker thing that you take reflexes with, and he went for my arms because I said to him, "You're not touching my knees with that." He said, "Over and touch your toes," and I was like, "Yep, sure, fine. Always been able to do that. That's great." And he was like, "Can you squat?" And then he squatted down like he like. I'm not saying he slut dropped, but like he hit the deck like with finesse. And I was like, there is not £20 on that floor. I'm not. It's not worth it because that squatting with my knees. Oh Lord! Oh, the way he got down there so fast, I was like, yeah. So he got the reflex thingy jiggy. Nothing happened with my left arm, and then he did my right arm, and he did my wrist, and then he smacked him in the face. So I'm guessing that's the reaction he's supposed to get from all these points that he was hitting before in my left arm, but nothing happened. My left arm was. I hold a pen. I put my arms over my head. It was. I know that my anxiety made it all 110 times worse than it needed to be, but there wasn't really much I could do with that. Like I was fine going there, fine getting out the car, and fine writing my name and signing myself in and everything. But when it came to just sitting in the waiting room, wow, I was trying to just be as normal as possible because get my game face on, get ready to answer really difficult questions and stuff. And my brain was like,
when do you think this building was like built? When do you think the last time it was checked? When was the last time this seat was vacuumed? Do you think anyone's coughed in here with flu? How much are you breathing in? You haven't had your flu jab yet. Are you gonna die?
absolute ridiculousness. And I was sitting under a light, and I stayed under that light on purpose because it was bothering me so much. These things don't bother me, and then they bother me, and then I'm surprised that they bother me, if that makes sense. I just wanted to give you an update on the ESA situation. I'll leave links down below so you can learn more if you want to. Yeah, I asked the dude when I hear back from them, and he just basically said that the Job Centre Plus were a law unto themselves. But I'd really like this situation sorted out a lot sooner than later. My face is a bit swollen, I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if it's just general morning puff. When I sleep, I wake up and my face is just. Oh, I'm just chatting now. I'm in so. Oh, God. It's not pain. I feel like there's fireworks going off in all of my joints. Each individual finger joints, every single last one of them. My knuckles, I feel them. I feel my wrist. I feel every bit of it. It feels like there's fireworks going off. It feels like someone's continuously pouring a fizzy drink. It feels like someone's tickling the inside of my joint. It feels like I've got some ridiculously dry piece of eczema in my joint. It feels like I've got one of those vitamin C effervescent tablets dropped into my joint. Oh man. Anyway, this is remarkably long. I will all speak soon. You. Bye, my lovelies.
Say what you feel what you say. Don't hold back, it's real that way. Say what you feel